Well, hello, everyone, and we are so glad that you all joined us tonight for this special call that we have for you. I am so very excited to hear what Dr. Carol has to say for us tonight. Dr. Carol's background includes 18 years of cardiac and medical intensive care nursing, but since 1995, her focus has been on complementary and alternative medicine. She has received a double doctorate as a doctor of naturopathy and counselor of natural health in 2001, and is a recognized member of the Florida Association of Naturopathic Medicine. That's a mouthful. And is a board-certified member of the American Alternative Medical Association. And on top of that, she is an accredited Transform 30 coach. Her mission is to touch families with a message of health, healing, and hope through inspiration and education, empowering others to live a very healthy life of vitality, passion, and purpose. She and her husband are motivated by living a life that is free to give and free to go. You guys are going to be really in for a treat tonight. You're going to love Dr. Carol and her fabulous story. Welcome, Dr. Carol.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. I really appreciate you all welcoming me tonight. And just as a reminder, I think pretty much everybody knows by now, but just make sure that you're in Facebook into the Transform 30 event page, and you'll be able to follow along with the diagrams that are there. And I'll be instructing you as to when to click on which visual. So there are 8 visuals that are pinned to the top of the event page, and I'll be kind of pointing you where to click and when. So, again, thanks so much, Peggy. I really appreciate you giving me this honor of being the facilitator tonight. And I thought I'd start out a little bit more about my background before we really get into it. I was about 20 years ago or so, I discovered for the first time the relationship between nutrition and disease. I had been a critical care nurse, like Peggy mentioned, for like a lot of years. And I knew how to keep people alive with drugs and surgery, but I didn't know anything about how to avoid all the emotional, the physical, and the financial pains that go along with being a patient in the ICU. At the time, I weighed 450 pounds, and I was taking about a dozen prescription medications. You see, my mom and dad were both obese all of their adult life, and in fact, my dad died of a sudden heart attack when he was only 56. His father died the same way at the age of 54. And I have an uncle on my mom's side died the same way at the age of 46. I just figured that I was doomed for heart disease or cancer because my mom and her mother died of cancer. But a seed of hope was planted when I discovered that my DNA was not my destiny and that there were simple changes I could make in my diet and lifestyle that would play a big factor in my future. So what did I do? I started a vigorous juicing program to bridge the gap in my diet because there's no way I was going to eat all those vegetables everybody was telling me that I needed to. Then about 6 years after I had started on that journey, my doctor introduced me to Juice Plus, whole food nutrition in a capsule. I told him I wanted to start taking it right away because those capsules fit in my purse a lot better than my juicer did, and swallowing a capsule was a lot easier than slopping, chopping, and mopping if anybody has ever been a juicer. Not to mention our food budget significantly diminished because we weren't having to buy all that organic produce. You see, food really is our best medicine, and I'm a work in progress. I did lose quite a bit of weight and was able to get off of most of those medications, but I continue to struggle with food addiction. Portion control was always my weak point. Even though I was eating organic, no trans fats, non-genetically modified, and little to no processed foods, I managed to overeat on carbs and fats. I ate at all the wrong times, and I wasn't moving. So tonight, talk about the Transform 30 program, because it's with this program that I've been able to create the willpower gene that I wasn't born with and lose another 50 pounds. But most of all, I love the light feeling in my step, the clarity, and the peace of mind, and the confidence that I've regained thanks to the Transform 30 Challenge. I'll tell you a little more of the changes that I've experienced later on. I'm sure we have a variety of people on the call here tonight, and we all have different reasons for wanting to change the way we eat. Yours might not be a struggle with obesity or food addiction, and I totally get that. So I'm going to just read off some suggested ideas of what might have piqued your curiosity for joining us here tonight. And as I read them, if any of them apply to you, just kind of jot them down and put a star by them, because everybody has a different reason for being here. Maybe you're here because you just generally want to feel better, like have more energy at the end of your day instead of having too much day left and no energy to enjoy it. Can anybody relate to that? Maybe you're interested in getting fit or staying fit, building muscle or losing fat. I bet you there's some folks on the line tonight that have salt cravings, cravings for sugar, food. Most people do, and it's okay. It's not your fault, and I'm going to show you why tonight, so just hang on for that one. How about you maybe you'd like to sleep better and experience less stress. Who can't relate to that, right? Or some of us just want to feel more confident in our clothes. If one of those hit home for you, I'm excited to share this program because I believe all of us can do anything for 30 days, especially if the end result is to look better and feel better, because who doesn't want that, right? I'm going to dare you tonight to prove to yourself that this is doable, and you may just decide to take care of you with this program for the rest of your life, just like me and so many others, because we feel so good. And at the end of our call, I'm going to invite you to stick around for a little bit because I'm going to be sharing a way very briefly that you can help pay for your own program if you're feeling generous enough to share this with your friends and family like I am. So let's get started. All diseases that we face can be attributed to two things: deficiencies and toxicities. You see, what scientists have discovered is that the quality and nutrient density of our food is declining. I bet you probably have noticed that. Manufacturers are adding preservatives, stabilizers, flavor enhancers, and in fact, our foods are so deficient in nutritional value now that they're having to add man-made synthetic vitamins to make up the difference. What about all that good whole food nutrition from real fruits and vegetables? You know, one of the buzzwords you may have recently heard is genetically modified, right? Scientists changed the DNA of the seed to save money by making it more resistant to bugs and herbicides. But it's at the cost of our health, y'all. And also the quality of our soil is declining because of the toxicity on the planet. Toxic runoff is damaging the quality of our soil that our fruits and vegetables are planted in. The nutritional quality of the apple we're eating today is not like our parents or our grandparents. We're also breathing in toxins every day because of the pollution in the air. All of these factors are causing these toxins in our bodies to build up because we're not providing them with the type of nutrition that they need to cleanse and detoxify to get out of our body on a daily basis. So they're stored. So when it comes to dieting or even improving our athletic performance, then all of our attempts to achieve our desired health goals are literally sabotaged. So if you're on that Facebook event page now, I want you to look at image number 1. You see half gray and half orange with some ladies. This visual is going to help us talk about the difference between dieting and cleansing because there is a big difference. If you found the picture, you'll notice the first gal at the top left has stored fat that is surrounding her toxins in an effort to protect her vital organs. This is an amazing self-protective mechanism that our bodies were created to do. So let's say that she decides to diet and exercise, but she's not going to go about this with good whole food nutrition. She's going to go on maybe a low-carb diet. Maybe she'll starve herself, or maybe even worse, one of those liquid diets. So her body is going to burn some fat, and yeah, she'll lose some weight. But you see, burning that fat is going to expose her vital organs to the toxins that she cannot eliminate because she didn't provide her liver with the fruits and vegetables she needs to excrete them out of her urine. So guess what? Our lady friend here is actually going to feel worse because she now experiences what is known as a rebound effect. Again, a self-protective mechanism her body has in place because we want to protect those vital organs at all costs. This is what creates the vicious dieting cycle. So who wants to get off the dieting roller coaster? I certainly did, and I've discovered and experienced a way to do this with the Transform 30. With our program, we're actually cleansing while losing weight and or building muscle. For the athletes who don't want to create more inflammation in their bodies, a great program for you too. So this is not just about weight loss. So the first woman begins the same. Stored fat surrounds the toxins to protect her vital organs in the orange area. She decides to cleanse while she loses weight, providing her body with the nutrients it needs to succeed so she can shed fat instead of burn fat. Shedding fat is the result of reduced toxicity. As she continues to eat clean and reaches her goal weight or muscle definition, she can now safely and effectively go into a maintenance phase, and she's going to experience overall health, less fat, sexy muscles, and no rebound. Now tell me, who wouldn't just love that? Guys and gals alike. You know, a research biochemist who's actually a representative with the Juice Plus company and also a very dear friend of mine, Dr. Mitra Ray, has developed a cleansing program that uses our whole food products, which are going to support your body to gain the most benefits over the next 30 days and beyond. These are the products I have been personally consuming, and I'm going to tell you about them to help me lose 50 pounds, and I'm not done yet. Because of Juice Plus capsules and our healthy plant-based powder mix, I have no more headaches, no more hot flashes after just a few days of this program. And yeah, I am that age. And I have tons of energy. I have given my husband and I some of the best insurance that money can pay for, reduced risk of chronic disease and vitality to carry us into our 90s and beyond. Because all leading health authorities agree that 70 to 80% of all diseases are preventable. Did you know that? So I'm going to do my part by adding as many clean fruits and vegetables as I can, both through diet and eating them and my Juice Plus. So I'm going to ask you to look at image number 2 now, where you see the 3 bottles and all those beautiful fruits and vegetables. This is what is in Juice Plus. It is whole food in a capsule. It is not a vitamin supplement. It actually has a nutrition label on it, just like any food you'd pick up at the grocery store. But it helps to bridge the gap between what we should eat and what we really do eat. And nobody should be shitting on themselves, right? Juice Plus equips our body with micronutrients from 24 different fruits, vegetables, and berries, and 2 gluten-free grains. 2 capsules of each blend, y'all, is going to provide you with the concentrated whole food nutrition from a rainbow of colors. And as a naturopath, that was all of our focus, the rainbow diet. Every one of those colors working differently and protecting your body in a different way, each going to work and you don't even realize what's happening. And what about, do you even come close to eating like all those fruits and vegetables every day, consistently, day in and day out? Fresh, vine ripened, organic? And how about your kids? This eliminates a lot of food fights at the table, moms and dads. I'm just saying. Juice Plus comes in yummy gummies for kids, too. They could be eating spinach and beets and broccoli every day and not even know it. But getting the benefits of reducing their risk of sick days from school and saved money for you from running to the doctor or the pharmacy or missing work because you have to be home with a sick kid. That's what our experience and our research has proven. Now find image number 3. We're going to move on. Juice Plus also has a delicious whole food plant-based powder shake that is non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free, and full of 14 additional plants besides the capsules. And if you did your math, that means 40 whole food plants in your diet, in your body, every day, going to work for you. Now, I hang around with a lot of very health-conscious peeps, and let's just be honest here. Even with the best of intentions, very, very few of them even come close to eating a variety of 40 plants every day. Imagine how your health would improve if you ate Juice Plus capsules and drank these 2 shakes a day. No wonder they call me the Energizer Bunny. I'm getting all that good food, whole food nutrition. This shake is the willpower behind the Transform 30 program. Remember how I said it's helped to create the willpower gene that I wasn't born with? Well, let me explain. Complete powder has a low glycemic load. That means it's a slow release of sugar into your body. And that's important because when you eat something that has a high glycemic load, it shoots into it quickly. It makes your blood glucose levels spike way up. And that's good for about a half an hour or so, and then it begins to plummet. And guess what? This is the exact point in time at which your good sense and your willpower are going to go out the window, and you're going to grab for your food addiction. Because, y'all, your brain loves sugar, and it is crying out, give me some. So you see, your cravings really aren't your fault. Well, maybe they are, because if we made better whole food complex carb choices like our complete shakes provide, then you wouldn't be having those. You know, one scoop of shake, the shake mix actually has 8 grams of fiber in every serving. You just try to find a good nutritional drink with 8 grams of whole food, complex carbs, fiber. That's what helps to diminish the cravings. I can tell you that by drinking 2 shakes a day, my food cravings are nearly gone. And I'm telling you, I almost feel like it's miraculous, because they just are hardly even there. I used to eat healthy chips nearly every night, or some type of carbohydrate in the evening, and I haven't had any potato chips in over 5 months now. I am creating the willpower gene with Juice Plus and better choices, and you can too. And by the way, my potato chips might be your chocolate or your ice cream or your cookies or whatever that is for you. Now, you might be wondering why it's important that our shake is plant-based. Plant proteins are easy for our body to assimilate, to digest. They go to work for you. They're non-allergenic. Plants help to reduce inflammation. We do not want inflammation in our bodies. And they also help to promote lean muscle mass and fat loss. That's what we all want, right? Many of the popular shakes on the market contain whey or casein-based isolated protein powders that come from dairy. They simply don't promote a healthy body, and it's very difficult for your body to digest dairy proteins. I'm going to encourage you to do your own research, but what I have discovered and what science is proving is that these whey proteins and all dairy promote inflammation and cancer, and those are 2 of the big ones that I do my best to avoid to reduce my risk. Now, unfortunately, manufacturers keep using them because guess why? It's a very inexpensive way to get a lot of protein in a powder. But at what cost? At our health. So by now I'm sure you're wondering, what are the components of this challenge? So let me go over this with you. Go ahead and click on image number 4 where it says Say Yes. You can take on all of these like I did, or just a few of them, or you might be somebody who says, I can only make one simple change at a time. And if that's the pace that works for you, we will meet you there, because we know that just by you swallowing the capsules and drinking your shakes and one simple change, your body is going to experience some significant results and improvements. The first thing, of course, is the shakes and the capsules, okay? That's going to provide you with what you need to cleanse and detoxify your body while you're getting some good nutrition. You're going to begin the morning with the trio caps and a yummy on-the-go shake, and end your day with a shake and a small plant-based meal, or you may prefer to switch it up and have your second shake at lunchtime if you're a busy person like me. And you can snack on plant foods mid-morning, mid-afternoon. If you need more calories, we want to make sure you're getting plenty of calories as well. That's what I do. I snack on a lot of vegetables, and hummus has become my best friend. Bean dip has a lot of protein. The second thing is throughout the day, you know, we all know we're supposed to be drinking water, half your body weight in ounces of water. I know it sounds like a lot, but that water is going to help flush out these toxins that your fat is releasing. So you don't want those toxins to keep circulating in your body if you're not staying well hydrated and drinking water to help flush them out. See, my goal as a naturopath, and even with this program, is to get you peeing and pooping a lot, because you're going to pee out the toxins and you're going to poop out the fat. So we want you spending a lot of time in the bathroom and be a really old regular kind of a guy or a gal. It's a really good thing, okay? The third thing is you want to exercise 30 to 60 minutes 4 times a week. And you know what? You get to choose whatever exercise that is for you, because they say the best form of exercise is what? The one that you will do. The fourth thing is no wheat. This is a lot easier than it sounds. Honestly, folks, I'm going to give it to you straight as Dr. Carol, the naturopath, someone who has studied human physiology and nutrition most of my adult life, and in my humble opinion, Most everyone is allergic in some way to wheat. They just don't know it. Gluten is so difficult to digest. So I'm going to beg you to just give it a try, just 30 days. I believe you will notice more energy, less allergies, skin problems disappear, digestive issues clear up, and a variety of other health improvements just by going without gluten. I have eaten gluten-free now for 5 months with rare exception because it feels so good, I'm just keeping it going. The next one is dairy. We already mentioned it causes inflammation too. It's a myth that you need to drink milk and eat your cheese to get your calcium. I get more calcium from whole foods now on this Transform 30 program than I ever did before because I'm eating a lot of leafy greens, beans, nuts, and 1 scoop of our complete protein powder, again, provides 50% of your daily calcium coming from whole foods in 1 scoop. There is no dairy in our complete. Next, deep breathing. Take some deep breaths. Deep breathing breaks. I had not done this in a while, but I'm going to really encourage you all. This is a really simple one that you could integrate that will make such a big difference. Deep breathing helps to release tension, but it also helps to eliminate toxins because it's one of the ways that your body cleanses. And most people are not taking nearly enough deep breaths throughout the day. So at least 3 or 4 times a day, just take 5 to 10 slow, deep breaths. Just in with the good and out with the bad. Do a couple of them right now. Breathe in all of this positive, happy, healthy energy, and breathe out all those negative thoughts about, I can't do this, because you can. If I can do this, you can too. Next is make sure you're getting a full night of sleep, and we're recommending around 8 hours. Do your best with that one. Yeah, right. The next one is to assist your body's digestion by eating your last meal by 6 or 7 o'clock at night because your body needs time in the evening to digest, rest, and restore. And last, balance your food to your activity level. You can increase your food to meet your caloric needs. Some of you might be really busy. You might be athletes. You might be a nursing mom. You might be under a lot of stress and you're burning more calories, and you're going to need to up your intake a little bit for energy and function. So you should not experience physical hunger while you're completing this cleanse. We just want to make sure that 75% of what you do eat are plants. You know, my motto is abundance, not deprivation. I told you I'm a food addict. I'm willing to admit that I am. And I think one of the reasons why this program is working so well for me is because I get to eat a lot. It just depends on what I'm eating. I mean, you should see my salad at lunchtime. It's absolutely humongous, and it's only around 300 calories. A few beans and a bunch of vegetables, and I'm good to go. So each person that has said yes to this challenge loves their results. Check out image number 5 to see what some people are experiencing. These are just some of the benefits that you can expect to gain over time, too. Don't just stop at 30 days. Keep it going like I have. Look at all of these, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to eat better, you're going to take your capsules, you're going to drink water, you exercise some, and get some better sleep. And look what all of those things are going to do in your body. Again, everybody that has done this program that I personally have worked with have experienced, if nothing else, just feeling better and having more energy. And most are shaping up their bodies, too. You know, as of September 15th now, I've completed 5 30-day challenges. And I plan to continue with 2 shakes a day until I reach my goal, and I'm about 40 pounds from that. And then I'll drink 1 shake a day to maintain, and I'll take my capsules for the rest of my life because I just won't eat that many fruits and vegetables every day in that kind of a variety. I know myself. And besides that, we talked about the nutritional quality of the foods, the fruits and vegetables we are eating is not that great, so more is better. As a result of challenging myself with this program, I've lost 5 pant sizes. I have the endurance and flexibility of a 30-year-old, and I just turned 56. I'm walking 3 miles a day at a pace of a 12-minute mile, and that's a pretty rapid clip. And by the way, when I first started, I could hardly do a quarter of a mile, and the first mile that I did do was 27 minutes. So within 4 months, I clipped it down to 12 minutes, and you can do this too. I no longer have any arthritis in my fingers. I don't have the low back pain that I used to struggle with in standing or walking for long periods of time. And my husband says he likes how the Transform 30 has helped stabilize my emotions, too. Yep, seems our food choices do affect our moods, ladies. Oh, and I take none of those prescription medications mentioned earlier. But best of all, the guilt monkey is off my back because I'm doing what I know I should do, putting me at the top of my list, and you deserve it too. As a nurse who always wanted to just help others, I was really good at making sure my patients' needs were taken care of. But I often, and most of the time, have neglected myself. Folks, this challenge is so doable, it's affordable, and it's sustainable. And you deserve to know how good it feels to feel good. I know that many of you have lived with your pain and chronic conditions so long that you forgot what it feels like, and I sympathize with you. I have been there, and I do understand. I understand what it feels like to be hopeless. But my mission, my goal tonight is to inspire and fuel you with just a seed of hope that you can do this too. And when you join us, you're not going to just get this program, but you're going to get all the tools that you need for a successful challenge too. You're going to get an amazing guide written by Dr. Mitra Ray. It has a shopping guide, a meal planner, a food journal, and other helpful resources too. And you'll also be added to a private Facebook group for support and recipe ideas, because everybody needs a buddy, and it just works better in a group. The investment in you is so worth it. So look at visual number 6 now, and I bet you some of you have already gone there, and that's okay. We're close to wrapping up. There are 3 options for getting started with the Transform 30 Challenge, the silver, the gold, and the platinum. To experience the full benefits like I've enjoyed, the platinum program at $6 a day is what you want to choose. You're going to get 2 shakes a day as a meal, and you'll get the nutrition from over 40 plants in your diet every day. A few people may choose to start out with 1 shake a day, and that's our gold challenge at $4.40 a day. With the silver program or the entry-level option, you're going to enjoy only 1 shake a day at just $2 a shake. Again, most folks start out on the platinum for the first month or however long they need to stick with that 2 shakes a day to reach their goal, and then become lifelong gold members like I plan to do. The person that invited you on the call tonight can get you set up and go over those details with you, so make sure that you do get back with them and ask your questions to them as well. They'll be happy to help you. So go ahead and look at visual number 7 now. The investment in your health is so worth it, and this program costs much less than other products. And if you have children between the ages of 4 and undergraduate college student, be sure to ask how your child can get their Juice Plus free with your order with our Children's Health Study. And we also make growing your own produce affordable and easy with our aeroponic growing system called a tower garden, because we want people to eat more fruits and vegetables. And my experience is with growing my own produce, I eat more produce. We enjoy the freshest produce possible right from our porch. We literally just go snip a salad every day. It's so fun to watch it grow, too. So for your investment, you're going to be getting the #1 sold whole food products in the world and the #1 scientifically researched whole food nutrition in a capsule in the world to bridge your nutrition gap. For some of you, that might be a Grand Canyon. You'll also receive the support, the guidelines, and a system that works, and you'll finally know exactly what to do. No gimmicks, no synthetic or bizarre herbs and supplements. It's just fruits and vegetables. It's pretty mind-boggling, isn't it? That's just what your body needs. You'll be forming habits over the next 30 days that are going to last a lifetime. So think of this challenge as 30 days for life. Get ready to look good, feel good. Your body is going to thank you very, very soon. I absolutely know it will, but it's only going to if you jump on the wagon. Go ahead and look at image number 8, and we're going to wrap it up. Because I did say in the beginning that I would show you a way you could pay for your products. So if you're one of those generous people who's already been thinking of, oh gosh, my Aunt Sally and my mom and my best friend and my sister, we all need to do this together. They deserve to know about this program too. Why not share it with them? And then you can take the profit. How about that? You just need about 8 people. That's it. 8 of your friends and family that will join you on this challenge and be your buddy, because everybody needs a buddy, and you could earn up to $700+ in income in less than 30 days. Now, who couldn't use a little extra cash? Think of family, best friends, people at your gym, people you work with, play groups, sports teams, parents. They all deserve to know. We believe this message of hope and health needs to hit the ears of every person on earth, and we can't do it alone. So we're looking for people to lock arms with us on our mission of inspiring healthy living around the world, but starting in our own family, starting in our own home, our own schools, our own community, our own churches. Don't you think now that you know that other people deserve to know how they could potentially have a plan that could help them create that type of vitality as well? Remember, this is not just about weight loss. Yes, I have lost a lot of weight, and many others have too, but I'm telling you, I have pregnant moms, I have teenagers, I have athletes that are all engaging in this program because they all want their bodies to be fueled for peak performance and vitality and reduce our risk of disease. You know, I am so thankful that I said yes to Juice Plus almost 14 years ago now, and I am aging gracefully. I told you I'm 56, and people tell me all the time I don't look it. I wish you could see me close up. It's also saved us a lot of money because I never go to the doctor. And now with the Transform 30, I'm not only able to experience vitality, but I also shed that excess weight, but I also shed the guilt that I was carrying around. Yep, this feels really, really good. And I'm so glad that I decided to start sharing it with my friends and family right away all those years ago, too. I didn't hesitate. When I find a good thing, I'm going to tell everybody about it. I tell you what, my family and my extended family are also experiencing the health benefits of Juice Plus. And as a result of saying yes to sharing it with others and creating that income, I now have control over my own schedule and my own life because of a $50 investment to become a Juice Plus franchisee. Yep, that's it. Not thousands of dollars to purchase a franchise. That $50 decision, next to asking Jesus into my heart and my husband asking me to marry him, was one of the best decisions that I have ever made in my 56 years of life. I just couldn't see myself pushing around 500-pound beds and 200-pound patients until I was 65 years old as a bedside nurse. Nor could I see myself doing nutritional counseling as a naturopath now from my office, continuing to trade time for dollars for years on end. My husband and I have both retired because of this business, and we make a really comfortable income doing what we love to do. I literally pinch myself every day because I do what I love to do, help other people. How many people do you know can, number one, say they love what they do, and number two, that they get paid really well to do it? It's a win-win. We now have the time and financial freedom that I used to worry about not having, and we're honored to support others just like you in realizing your potential and your dreams too. So regardless, whether you're ready to say yes to the program or yes to partnering with us and sharing a few people, we are going to ask you to please get back with the person who invited you here tonight, and they will support you in that decision. And Peggy, I'm turning it back over to you to wrap it up.
Wow. I don't even know what to say after that. Dr. Carol, you are amazing. Your story is fantastic, and we just cannot thank you enough for sharing with us tonight. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And for all of you that are on this call that we're wishing you had somebody on this call with you to hear this message, I am going to post a recording as soon as we hang up from this phone call, and it'll be right on that event page on Facebook. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, ask the person that invited you, and they can get you on this event page on Facebook. Also, same time, same place, every single week, you will hear a similar story from someone else that is doing the Transform 30 program. And so every single week, if you want to just hear more and learn about somebody else's story or invite somebody, feel free to jump on this page and invite away. You are more than welcome to join us each and every week. So Once again, thank you so much, Dr. Carol. We are so glad that you joined us. Good night, everyone.
You're welcome. Thank you.